suggested after the game on Wednesday that Mesut Ozil took his penalty miss pretty hard and that maybe it suggested it affected his performance. Is he over it now?
Is he over it now? Certainly not, because 48 hours is a bit short to get over that, but it's part of a job as well, you know, to deal with disappointment and to show that you can respond to it.
I mean, he clearly cares, doesn't he? He went on Facebook and said sorry as well, which not all players would necessarily do, would they?
Yes, he apologized after the game, you know, but I don't think that people are shocked by the fact that he missed a penalty, because Bayern missed a penalty as well. It's more it takes his penalties in an unusual way, so people are maybe a little bit less comprehensive, but everybody can miss penalties. It's his way. You accept it or not, but it's his way. If he took always a penalties like that.
If you had a penalty shootout, for example, in the second leg, would he be one of those that you'd be happy to let go?
Look, I believe that at the moment we have to let him recover from that. You know, I had examples before with people like Dennis Bergkamp, who missed an important penalty in '99 and refused after to take any penalty, and incidentally gets a statue today. So you know that doesn't or tomorrow. So that doesn't take a statue away from you, and some other people don't mind and do it again. It depends. Penalty, it's a part of how you feel, how much you want it.
From your point of view, is there a slight concern, because Mesut did seem to be showing some good form again after perhaps a bit of a dip, and then this setback's come on?
Yes, the circumstances of the game were difficult as well, because I left him on because he's one of the few players who can go from distance when you're down to 10 men, long ways with the ball and carry the ball into the opponent's half, you know. But of course, when you think back at the game, penalty had certainly an influence on his performance.
There's a suggestion that UEFA might be looking at Wojciech Szczesny's gesture as he left the field after his red card. Will you be disciplining him? Do you have any views on what happened?
Yes, we'll deal with that internally. We don't agree with that. It was frustration, but we are professionals, and me included, we have always to master our reactions, and Wojciech is part of that as well.
And just on Arsene Wenger, I think maybe we felt he was one for the future, but do you feel that he's ready now this season? I mean, starting on Wednesday was obviously a big statement. Do you feel he's ready to make a big difference now this season?
I think so. He hasn't played many games, and that can be a huge contribution for the end of the season, yes.
How much was his return, how much did that influence your decision not to maybe buy a striker in January?
It played a part, big part in it, because it's not only you compare the potential arrivals of the players with his qualities, you know, and that can, of course, was for me in favor of Sanogo.
How is Olivier? How is he generally? How's his mindset? Focused now?
Completely focused. He's a strong man, I must say. I've seen many people. He is a strong guy.
Do you think he can put all of those difficulties behind him?
Yes, we have all our weaknesses and strengths. Some of us, when we have problems outside the field, use the pitch or the work to forget about our problems, and some of us are different, but he's one of them who will focus completely on the pitch.
You mentioned there about Dennis Bergkamp was going on tomorrow. He was a player who took a bit of time to settle, as Mesut has done. Could one day that we be there for an unveiling of an Ozil statue outside the Emirates as well?
Look, first of all, I would like to take this opportunity to say how much I'm pleased that Dennis Bergkamp gets his statue, because for his class, his contribution to the success of the club, and as well a forgotten quality in the modern game, his loyalty. And That's why I'm so happy that he gets one, and I wish that one day Özil will get one outside the stadium as well, and I will be still good enough to come and watch it.
Is the example of Bergkamp goes to show that, you know, you've had players here before who it does take. I mean, Mertesacker in the current squad, when people came in originally and they thought, you know, he doesn't have what it takes, and now he's a...
Of course, I think Özil is a classy player, and on a longer period, class tells always.
Just one final one. Fabianski now likely to play in Munich, where he had a very good game last season. Do you expect this to be his last campaign here with Arsenal now?
Look, Fabianski, of course, is a possibility that it is his last campaign with us because he wants to play somewhere. But if he changes his mind, my door is open.